After she allowed Blue to blow her back out, Kehlani and Chrisean were no longer at odds. Since it appears that Kehlani was making fun of Blueface behind her back, and even tried to convince her to leave Blue, Chrisean is dragging her for dirt. Connie and Chrisean were just acquiring that summer figure at the gym the other day. You never know with these celebrities, but no one was ready to wake up to this. They just take turns sleeping together and burning themselves sometimes. Chrisean claims that she ended her relationship with Kehlani for the same reason, and it did so just when she thought they would become close friends. She finds out that Kehlani was mocking her as well. The worst Pratad church. Kehlani approached Blueface because she knew exactly what his manhood tasted like. This commotion started just a few days ago when folks noticed that Kehlani had unfollowed Chrisean the day after they worked out together at Ken's home gym. When a video of Chrisean and her friends in her house chatting irrationally to an unfamiliar man on the street went viral, some thought Kehlani had unfollowed Chrisean. A woman on TikTok named Nosy Bystanders made the decision to express her thoughts on the subject by sharing a video in which she explains how Kehlani saw after just one day that Chrisean wasn't the kind of guy she wanted to spend her time with. Kehlani addressed the entire matter in the comments section after noticing this.
Chrisean, you only hung out with Kehlani for one day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other? Because it only took one day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in the 3-part IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym. Because the interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had began her live stream from what looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay, sir?
Quiet, please.
Nah.
Quiet, 4th of July, buddy.
Why you got your...
I know, we all got good. We all got good. Bro, it's okay.
For real?
You don't want me to call ICE.
So from what looks to be like Chrisean's apartment, this neighbor comes out because of a noise issue. And apparently this neighbor had confronted one of Chrisean's security detail, and then that's where the argument ensues. And then you can hear another individual, a part of Chrisean's entourage, making the...
Kehlani shot back, "Yeah, but she came up to me at church and asked to come to the gym. I went the next day to the gym. I thought it was a proper course of action. I'm not up to date on any of this. I don't know when it happened. But this apartment event was most definitely not on the same day. The next day, I literally parted for personal reasons. I don't have to get involved at all. You know, I don't play this at all. I also have no ill against her. I think she deserves to be surrounded by wonderful people and her gorgeous child. There is no smoke at all. And I genuinely believe that everyone is capable of growing and changing. Maybe we should advertise that on these pages. Amen." Everything went from 0 to 100 at this point. When she saw Connie's remark, she assumed Connie was trying to pretending to be a little superior. The real reason Kehlani unfollowed her and her child was subsequently disclosed by her on Instagram. Everything was so clean, Kehlani was exaggerating. According to Chrisean, when they initially met at church, Kehlani reached out to her rather than the other way around. Once they were enjoying themselves, Connie told her she wanted to go to the gym. She asked if she might join her sometime because she used to be a professional athlete. Before allowing Blueface to wreck her life when she and Blue started dating, Kehlani would silently criticize their relationship. At one point, she even suggested that she end her relationship with Blue because he was manipulative. She began to question what was going on between Kehlani and Blue, and couldn't understand why Connie was feeling so pressed about her personal life at this time. Kehlani finally acknowledged that she and Blue had dated in the past, and even shared a couple of bedtimes at that point.
Okay, let's get to Kehlani. Kehlani, she's a sweetheart. We went to the same church. We saw each other in the parking lot. We was excited to see each other. It was very sweet. It was a great interaction. We exchanged each other numbers. We start talking about what she do, what I be doing. She like, oh, y'all been working out again in the gym? Like, shoot, I'll come join you. Like, get me right. Like, I'm an athlete at heart. I play pro league. So we just was heading off on that conversation. Everything went great. Okay, we working out. Before I start recording everything, I asked her, because I make over 7 figures on my Snapchat. So she got a studio session afterwards. I said, you care if I join? I would love to see how you work. She like, all right, but no cameras, this is my home. I said, all right, bet. We went to our house. Cool. Very respectful. We even prayed in there and all that. Okay, I think this is where it took a turn. We start talking, she started telling me reasons why I should get this removed. She's the one that got the laser removal place where I'm gonna go, because that's where she go. She was giving me advice, and then she came out of nowhere, and I'm asking her, like, not like that, but like, where is this all coming from? Like how do you, like she kept saying he's a manipulator, he's this, he's that, he's that. Girl, come to find out, she's telling me with her own mouth that Blueface cracked that she'll be not, like, she just starts like telling herself, she like, I'm nothing to worry about, because I don't really want him, but let me tell you this. In my head, I'm like, damn, what he didn't hit. You feel me? This is why I fell out with, not like that, but Coil Ray. Over the same shit. To crack every bitch in the industry. Like, for real. Alright, cool. We're still cool. We prayed after that. After she told me that, it sat on me like, so with somebody that's giving me advice about a tattoo, about his face being on my face, but you're the same female that rolled that in the face. You feel me? But I ain't say nothing, bro. On crib, I ain't say nothing. I just was, I went through with the situation like, all right, we still could be friends, cause how long ago was that? I didn't even ask how long ago, bro. I just was like, all right, let me back up from that. Okay, cool. We work out the next day. Guess who's blowing my phone? My baby dad. It say Chrisean dad. Well, we're doing reps. She's telling me what to do, how to do it. My phone is ringing. So I'm looking at her. I looked at the phone. I said, hold on, let me take this 1 second. Took it. I stepped off. You know what I did? I asked him politely. I asked him, first of all, he was talking about his house and all this other stuff, like, go get the rest of your things, da da da. You know, me, I'm like, you cracked Kehlani? Like, you used to deal with her? Like, how deep was it? Y'all still talk? Like, what is it? When would y'all stop talking? Like, all that. I asked him all that. I don't know if that offended her, but I stepped off when I asked it. Okay, cool. Trust me. I was battling like, damn, Shadow. I swear to God, I was like, Shadow, I just not for her because she used to believe. That's kind of weird. Like, you know, like, it was. I was happy that she told me, but she should have told me at church. Girl, you should have told me that at church. Like, oh yeah, that's cool, but let me tell you something. On some real shit, sis, I fuck with you cool as shit. And I don't really like the drama for real because, you know, I used to deal with Blueface. Yeah, we fucked. And now I want to be cool with you and your friend, and I think that's kind of like inappropriate.
And I won't lie now. I was giggling uncontrollably when Chrisean said, Kehlani should have told her about her and Blueface at church. For what reason I'm a girl. However, after noticing this, Kehlani eliminated any uncomfortable situation just once by posting multiple paragraphs on her Instagram stories in which she refuted Chrisean's remarks made during her live stream. You don't need to make up stories and spread lies about me since I distance myself as a mother and protector of my security and peace. Because of my safety fears, I didn't want to be on camera or keep worrying about my whereabouts being discovered or my tranquility being disturbed. As I mentioned in the Shad Room article, I wish you and your family the very best. That it would incite me to spread a disgusting rumor that is literally beneath me and doesn't serve my own interests is absurd. You don't have to act contradictorily. Focus on your relationship with God and your son. There was no need for this. Avoiding the subject again, shut down live and focus on the future. You have life left to live. She continued in a subsequent post. I disregarded everyone's warnings not to hang. I was disappointed when I said that people often misunderstand my character and insult me. As a result, I was prepared to make my own judgment. All of this is because I unfollowed to protect myself, and that's the exact reason. You're better off not believing this. I believe that I was tricked into doing this. I was finessed. Anyway, this is a price I pay for not exercising good judgment. What the devil? We are adults, we are mothers. Oh my God, please. I write music. This isn't my ball. Actually, I'm on the set. Others disagreed, accusing Chrisean of presuming Kehlani would never want to sleep with Blueface or be on his list of potential babies. Connie was challenged by some who asserted that she was capable of carrying out Chrisean's statements. I recall when Kehlani took those strange, suggestive photos with Bryson Tiller, and people in the comments said that was really disrespectful to his girlfriend at the time. A participant stated, She was trying to explain that since she and Bryson were only close friends, she didn't see anything wrong with it. Like, gal, come on. Fans of Llama Kehlani, kindly refrain from making fun of Chrisean so quickly. Someone said, I don't think Chrisean is lying because Kehlani wouldn't unfollow her if she didn't want to be filmed. You might simply break off contact with the woman. Moreover, what does Paris have to do with anything? Who said that? You were trying to get something. The purpose of these irrelevant points is to deflect the conversation. I can clock a lie if Christian has a receipt. But now I want to know what you think. Do you think Kehlani should be picked up by Christian? Do any of you think Kehlani actually allowed Blue into her life? Kindly leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to click here to view this other explicit video.